Hey, what's up, everyone? Whoopty Bird here, coming at you. It's been a while since I've done a video. I didn't check, but it's been probably more than a month or two, maybe. It's pretty bad. I've been watching Geeks and Drinks put stuff up all the time. I saw John's Comes with Kids, Matt, Thanatos, and TJ on last night doing a live show. Joined in that. That was really fun. That kind of got a bug in me to get this done. Lighting sucks. My overhead light was being weird, casting a weird shadow, so I've got the blinds open and my lamp on. Kind of a little intimate session. All this is going to be is kind of a haul video. These are the things that I've got over the last August, September, October, 3 months. God, it's been probably that long since I've done a video too. And just kind of throwing it out there. That's what I do. Trying to maybe get some other stuff, but that's for another time. Um, you see right here, I've got my little setup. This I did the video with the comic I know. Um, I just got this little statue, and it's on a shelf that I'm gonna put on a wall somewhere. I've just been too busy and or lazy to do it recently, but we're gonna leave that in the background there just because I love the way it looks. And we're going to get right into it. I'm just going to go over, there's no order to this stuff. It's just in a stack. I go to the store, bring it back. I'll kind of give you a little story. I do know the top stuff is the stuff that I just picked up today. So that'll be the most recent stuff. And then the other stuff, I have no idea. All right, here we go. First up, we have Joker Killer Smile. This is the DC Black Label Joker story. I've heard some pretty good things about it. So I saw it was there and decided to pick it up. Man, it's been so long. I don't know how to do this. Getting some glare too. But I'm excited to read that one. And they had two different covers. They had this cover. They had a greenish one. I went with this one. I don't know. Just spoke to me a little more. And I also picked up Marvel Zombies Resurrection. I haven't heard anything about this. I just found out it came out on Wednesday, and so I grabbed one. Had them put one in my pull list for me. I don't even know if it's a multi comic or just a one off. And then we also have Venom 19, Absolute Carnage tie-in, and that whole run you'll see in here. Venom, Absolute Carnage, Carnage vs. Stipple. That's all going to be in here. I haven't read any of them. my goal is to get them all and then start at the top and just kind of go through all the tie-ins and everything and just do one huge uh, binge with it. And also picked up this one. I picked this up on their live sale on Wednesday, but it's Mask #1. I pledge allegiance to the Mask. It's kind of funny. We were talking about the Mask and how the movie was kind of a kid movie, not too terribly violent or anything like that, and how the comic, the Mask in the comic was always just super violent. And so when this popped up, I just had to pick it up. We went out. I took my son out for the Halloween Comic Fest last Saturday. Grabbed a couple things, but I thought this was cute. Junior High Horrors with Jason and Michael Myers on there, and then little Freddy there. But I thought that was kind of cool. Picked that up. We grabbed Dark Red. Guy looks kind of like Marilyn Manson. I thought that was kind of funny, so I picked that up. And then what else we have? We have Tony Stark Iron Man, Road to Iron Man 2020. I think my son grabbed that. I'm not certain. I don't remember picking it up, but it doesn't mean anything. And then we also got the Battle Cats. In case you weren't aware, Halloween Comic Fest is like free comic book day 2. Seems to be, I don't know, just almost as many comics available. And, they do a lot of things. The Iron Lion and one of the other places, probably all of them, had face painting and things like that. And so kind of cool that way. Here is one I picked up at Muse, which is another local comic shop. This is The Brave and the Bold presents Strange Sports Stories. And this is number 49. Can I get it there? You see down across from my hand here, featuring Gorilla Wonders of the Diamond. I haven't read it yet. It's pretty rough shape. The staple there is rusted and there's staining all over it, but I paid $5 for it. I don't know, maybe that's even overpriced for it, but it's just one of those oddball things that I saw that kind of spoke to me. Even though it's beat up and stuff, I still thought, that's kind of cool. Same day we picked up The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, number 32. I don't know. It says Assault on an Angry Sea. It was, they had a bunch of these, different numbers. I don't know if there's any that are keys. I didn't look to see if any were keys. I assume at $4 it's not a key. But it just, looked like a fun cover, so I picked it up. Here's another Comic Fest. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Loud House on Nickelodeon. Yes, I'm an old man. I have kids, but I think that show's hilarious. And so I watch it and the kids make fun of me. All right, this is Carnage number something, but I got this for the cover. Spider-Man's anti-symbiote suit. It's a, I don't know, I feel like it's a throwback to the Spider-Man 611 where him and Deadpool are on the cover with a whole bunch of stuff. But I just really like that cover, and so yeah, so I picked that up. Here's another comic I picked up on their Iron Line live sale. Itchy and Scratchy Comics number 1. First issue, Carnage Cram collector's item. Truth be told, it says Carnage Crammed on it, and that's kind of why I picked it up. It's one of those oddball type things. It is, however, missing the poster, and so I was a little upset about that. This is Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons, Chapter 2, Painscape, number 1. I got the whole run of the 1 through 4 or 5 of the first Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I don't know. I like the D&D sheet covers, which we follow up with Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons number 1 with the character sheet cover. This was the only one I had. The only one I didn't have in a character sheet cover. I do have the others in character sheet, so now I've got that. I've got that complete. All right, now we're getting into the good stuff. Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool number 3. Like I said, this is probably gonna be the majority of it going down here, just because that's what I've been getting on my pull list. Absolute Carnage number 4. I like that cover. I really like that cover. They've had some really, really, really nice covers for this. I am not one of those guys that goes out and gets the 1 in 50, the 1 in 100. I like covers, but on the flip side, I don't want to pay $50 or $100 for a cover that's the same comic. I know it's weird, but it's just how I feel. Like if it's an A and a B and both of them come out at, $4 or $5, and then 10 years down the line, the A is, a $5 comic and the B is a $20 comic. Yeah, I'll pay $20 for the B if I like the cover. That's a little bit different, but I've never been a big fan of the 1 in 50, 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000, however many you want to do type comics. But with that being said, those usually have some really cool covers. And I think the Carnage ones are kind of like that, where they're doing some really cool covers. I picked this up in the live sale. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 797 with Red Goblin on the cover. That is pretty freaking cool. I like it. Another thing that is on my list is Die. This is, I don't even know, number 8. Die number 8. Right there. If you guys are into D&D or fantasy, no, don't fall. Let's make another stack. You should check out Die. It is a fun read. I'm a little behind on it, but I went through the first few issues like a madman, and then they took a break, and I was upset, and now they're back, so that's good. But I'm enjoying reading it. I hope they keep doing the story, or at least finish the story, kind of bring everything to a conclusion. I'd be happy with that if they did an end on it. I don't want them to do a we're going to keep going and going and going and then just kind of die and peter off. That's not what that book deserves. All right, we also have Amazing Spider-Man, Absolute Carnage tie-in. So this is number 30. Carnage picking Spider-Man up, about to whoop him good. This is Absolute Carnage Miles Morales, number 2, with all the symbiote tendrils attacking Miles Morales there. That is a variant cover. We have Absolute Carnage number 3. As I said, I haven't read any of these yet. They've been sitting over here in bags. I only just took them out of bags today to do this video. This is Spider-Man number 1, I believe. This is, if I remember, the J.J. Abrams book, but that cover, oh my goodness, that cover is so beautiful. I bought this for the cover, which is why I'm not really sure what comic it is. All right, we have Venom number 17, another Absolute Carnage tie-in. That's the Reed Richards from the alternate universe or whatever, I think. I did read Venom up to Absolute Carnage, so I am kind of up to date on that. And if I remember right, that is that Reed Richards character from some other realm. And we have Venom 17, Absolute Carnage tie-in. Absolute Carnage number 2. Man, these are some really nice covers. I like these. Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool number 2. That's pretty cool. I like that. The kind of the prison with the teeth and stuff. And we have Die number 7. And that is the end of my stack. So I didn't have Carnage number 1 or the Carnage versus Deadpool, Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool number 1. So I'm guessing those were probably in my last video. If not, I have those two. They're probably in my box, but I'm not going to go through it right now to find them. I'm going to have to find a place to put these in. That's all I got right now. Man, that looks so good. I love that. I can't wait to get that on the wall. I'm so happy with that comic. I'm glad I was able to get it and got a newsstand and affordable price. And yeah, I'm really happy about that. Anything else to share with you guys? Not really. I got some sports stuff. You guys probably don't care about that. So, oh, yeah, having a beer. Cloud Catcher by Odell. Good stuff. All right, I'm in that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. This comic community is really great. I know you guys watch my stuff, and like I mentioned kind of the same people. Those are the people I interact with the most. But know that I am watching. I don't always talk. I don't always comment. And I don't always do the thumbs up. I know I'm doing this on YouTube, and that it's just weird asking people to like your stuff. And so I always forget to do it. But don't feel like just because I'm not talking about you or I'm not talking to you, I'm not watching you. I'm checking you guys out. There's that whole the comic core is what they call it, and I'm always watching something, trying to feel like I can contribute, but kind of keeping myself back and not contributing. I'm gonna try and do a better job about that. Like I said, I'm talking to a couple guys about doing some things, and we'll see if that amounts to anything. But anyway, I'm babbling. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great week, great weekend. It is now November. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.